If you
Guys,
want,
it's so awesome to be with you. Hope you're doing okay. You know, this is VCon number 40 for me. I remember the very first VCon with Dato-Sri and Mr. Bismarck. We had about that, you know, group of people, 100 people or so. 2001, 2000, sorry guys. And it was just a handful of you guys sitting there, and look what has happened to this incredible company. We're so grateful. Trevor, Swana?
Yeah, that's 24 years now, Mr. Meyer. You've been here with the company?
Yes, 24 years with the company, but I met Dato-Sri 25 years ago in Beijing, China. And the rest was, you know, the master plan, which I didn't know existed back then. But it obviously does exist.
So you have a man who's been 25 years with the company, essentially. But what we're talking about on stage today is a brand that has lasted for 150 years, and that's the Bernhard H. Meyer legacy. And today, we're talking about the sixth generation of Meyer. So I don't know if you understand, family, how important this momentous occasion is. You have the sixth generation. You are the sixth generation or the fifth?
I'm the fifth.
So Louis Meyer, your son, is the sixth. You have the fifth generation Meyer on stage here to announce some incredible launches. Please, let's recognize the commitment to quality. Let's recognize there are so many amazing things to say about you and what you have done with Bernhard H. Meyer brand, Mr. Meyer. But there are three important aspects that represent the Bernhard H. Meyer principles. The first one being this precision engineering, Swarna, this advanced craftsmanship, this accuracy that you get when you buy a Bernhard H. Meyer watch. What else is there?
They are timeless designs. These are designs that stand the test of time. I mean, how many of you like watches? Now, let me tell you, the first time I was introduced to BHM, I used to call them watches. But then I learned there's a difference between a watch and a timepiece. Did you know that? There's a difference between a watch and a timepiece. Do you know what a watch is? You know what a watch is? Lift your hand. If you're wearing a BHM watch, that is a timepiece. But if you're wearing just an ordinary watch, that is just a watch. Now, how many of you want a timepiece? Let me see. How many of you are wearing a timepiece? Timepiece. Can you imagine you're wearing 150 years worth of history on one hand? That's the timeless designs.
There's one more, which is the uncompromising quality.
Yes.
Because if there's one thing that JR, Papa Meyer, and all the generations previous that you're going to speak about, they all represent that uncompromising commitment to quality. And we want to thank you, JR, for always striving for the best of quality. Please, a round of applause on those three principles. Thank you so much, JR, for unwavering commitment. Now, there's one more that I didn't mention because it's not only about the Bernhard H. Meyer brand, it's also about our company. We talked about this morning our commitment to the planet. Do you remember that? Yes or no? So, Bernhard H. Meyer also represents the vision of the founders, which is all about sustainability, all about making sure that we leave the planet in a much better place. So I want to thank you as well, JR, for focusing on sustainability with timeless luxury. So why don't you give us a bit of a glimpse of that history and what it means to be part of that Bernhard H. Meyer generation?
Thank you, Trevor. Thank you, Swana. So guys, my great-great-grandfather founded this brand in 1871 in a small German city in the Black Forest. And he was a very visionary entrepreneur. He focused on the core values, and I think that is basically what has driven this brand into the future for the last, 6 generations, over 150 years. The man passed on over 100 years ago. I never got to meet him. But I was very blessed to learn from my father, from my grandfather, from the 3rd and 4th generation. And I can tell you, the recipe of this success for the past 150 years has always been design, craftsmanship, and a strong business integrity, and always trying to identify what our customers really, really wanted. So that's been really the secret of success for many, many generations, and we're very proud and grateful to have the most unbelievable customers and distributors in all of you here.
Clap for yourselves.
So from 150 years, we're now talking about moving into the next generation of Bernhard H. consumers. They're younger, they're more savvy, focusing on fashion.
And lasting luxury.
And lasting luxury.
So guys, I look at it this way. Your QNET direct selling business, combined with this incredible product range, the watches, the jewelry, is actually giving you an opportunity to create your own financial legacy, to create your own generational wealth. And that is something incredibly rare today. Not a lot of companies are in that business, but we, QNET, we are in this business. And my job is to pass on the values of the Bernhard H. brand to the 6th generation so that, you know, future generations of consumers, a whole new future community, as Swana and Trevor just mentioned, can enjoy this incredible product line and, of course, the QNET business opportunity.
These are products that you can pass. Are you guys getting this? You're going to pass this from generation to generation. How many of you have ever received something from your parents, your grandparents? How many of you would love to leave something for your children and your grandchildren? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Swarna,
Like yeah?
this crowd seems to be sleeping. Are you guys with us? You have a bit of lunch in the belly and now your eyes have closed, right? Let's stay, you can stay with us, right? You're gonna stay with us. Upstairs, are you guys okay? All right, go ahead, Swarna. Thank you.
I will. So as I was saying, you want to pass this on, right? So just imagine Mr. Bernhard H. Meyer's family, how they have passed it on from generation to generation, and today they're passing it on to us, and we have this opportunity to pass it on to our next generation. Are we together? They're giving us quality, they're giving us detail, they pay attention to everything that they put into these timepieces, into their brands. So when you wear it, how many of you, I don't know, this is something I do. Ladies in the house, maybe you do this. How many of you, when you talk like this, when you wear something you like? You know, me and my sister do this thing. How many of you do that? You talk with your hands. You talk with your, you know, you do like this with your hair. How many of you do that? Now, how many of you would like to own this, do that, and then teach your next generation that this is actually natural to have, this is normal to have? How many of you want this to be a normal in your generations to come? Yes or no? And that's what we are getting. This is a gift that you can keep on giving and giving and giving.
Well, I think it's about time that we talk a little bit about some of our beautiful jewelry pieces. And guys, let me tell you, I was always fascinated. I mean, I remember as a 6-year-old walking through our factory and observing all the jewelry master craftsmen. And you know, it's a tough job. I mean, you sit there, focus on that detail, the persistence, the patience, the perseverance to get that work done, to create these incredibly beautiful treasures. It is wow. And I always had a lot of respect for them. But I want to ask you something, Swana. How do you take one of these beautiful statement jewelry pieces, you're wearing some of the most beautiful ones today, how do you take it and actually champion your success? How do you apply it in your daily life as a networker?
We always say in networking that your first 30 seconds, even in business we say, the first 30 seconds that someone sees you, you've made an impression. True or false? True or false? Posture. Chief always talks about posture in our 8 basic building blocks. In all our trainings, we talk about posture. For me, this represents that posture. So when I wear this, it kind of helps me to represent myself. I already feel successful just by wearing the watch. I don't know how to describe it. I feel like I'm on top of the world just wearing one of these watches or just wearing a piece of jewelry that means something from this company, for me personally. And I believe that when people see me wearing this, I'm already showing them success. I'm already telling them that this is my journey of success. Are we together? And I remember, if you don't mind me sharing, do you like a story? Do you guys like stories? I remember in my first year of the business, as Mr. Meyer said, he's the 5th generation. In QNET, I'm a 2nd generation. Okay, my mom, AVP Asha, is the one who started the business and introduced me. Okay, so those of you, when we say we are passing this on, we are passing this on. So I'm a 2nd generation, and I remember when my mom told me one day to go to the QNET e-store and said, pick one, pick something that you would like to have. So I went to the e-store, okay? And I saw this beautiful bracelet that was made by Bernhard H. I'm telling you, it didn't even take me a second to fall in love with that bracelet. It was a diamond-studded platinum gold bracelet. I still have it till today. It's been 15 years. I still have it till today. But when I saw it, I told my mom, this is what I want. The first thing that came out of her mouth at that time was, I can't afford it. We can't afford it. How many times have you gone through that experience? I can't afford it. We can't afford it. How many of you are tired of saying that? Now, let me tell you, 1 year later, I have that timepiece. What I said I could not afford to have, thanks to what you created and the products that you give through which we get an opportunity from, I was able to achieve that. And that, for me, already tells me about my success story.
Wow, that's big. Thank you for this sharing, Swana. It's amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is actually very exciting because today, those of you that are starting your journey with QNET, we have an exciting launch, a new reveal of a Bernhard H. jewelry collection. So are you guys ready to see this? Are you guys ready to check it out?
Oh, come on, show some more excitement. Can I see some excitement? How many of you want to wear this? How many want the diamonds? You want the gold? You want the luxury? You want the money? You want to show people what you are made of? So can we see now?
Okay,
that was better.
I think they're ready.
I don't think they're ready, Trevor.
Oh,
Are
they're
you
not
guys ready? Okay.
All right, let's launch the Serendipity collection. Go ahead.
I know a place where the sun is like gold, and the cherry blooms burst with snow, and down underneath is the loveliest nook, where the four-leaf clovers grow. One leaf is for hope, and one is for faith, and one is for love, you know. And God put another in for luck. If you search, you will find where they grow. But you must have hope, and you must have faith. You must love and be strong. And so if you work, if you wait, you will find the place where the four-leaf clovers grow.
Did you like that? Can you see this beautiful piece I'm wearing? Can you see this beautiful piece I'm wearing? I am wearing the newly launched Serendipity four-leaf clover. Now, some of you, how many of you have ever heard the four-leaf clover? Four-leaf clover? In certain parts of the world, they believe this is a lucky clover because it's very rare to find. I remember as a kid, I used to go in the grass and actually try to look for some of them, okay? But did you know, and I didn't know this until I was told by my brothers up here on stage, okay, that each leaf actually represents something. Did you know that? Did you guys know about the four-leaf clover? I know for some of you in your part of the world, you've never heard of it. Now let me introduce you to something new. How many of you like to learn something new? Okay, only the guys in the front. Thank you very much. So you're the max out kings and queens. The rest of you, I don't know what's happening. You can say max out kings and queens. You, I'm not sure. Okay? So the first leaf represents faith, giving you that belief, a feeling of trust. The second leaf represents hope. And when I thought of this, I kept thinking of this business that we are part of. You trusted someone to join this business, right? You came with hope, right? You know what the third one is? Take a guess. Love. You do this business with love. You build relationships with your partners with love. And the last one, as Dato always tells us, effort is ours, results are his. So the fourth represents luck. Now who gives us or blesses us with luck? The Almighty himself. And that's what this represents. So I'm so proud to be wearing this today. And the beauty ladies, sorry gentlemen, you can try though. I have no idea whether men can wear it or not. Can men wear it? Can they pull it off? We should try one day. Maybe we'll try, okay? But for the ladies, it's a mix and match. Meaning, this pendant can be converted into an earring, And when you don't want to wear it as an earring, you can wear it as a... I love jewelry. How many of you just love accessorizing? You love accessorizing. Come on, ladies. Who is from India? 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 Let's be honest. Every girl's dream is to have jewelry. And every man's dream is to have a timepiece. Because that's the first thing we see in people. I remember we used to say this in our presentations, that when you see a man, there are 3 things we look for. Your shoes, your belt, and your... See my African brothers and sisters, you know. But for women, the first thing we see is what she's wearing. True or not true? In fact, when you see the diamond, what's the first thing you do? Smile. And that's what this represents for me. You understand? So, Mr. Trevor,
Guys,
Mr. Jer?
we've launched many jewelry collections over the years. You've seen many of them. But I have to admit, I'm very, very proud of the passion and the love that have gone into this design. We took our own sweet time and we created, in my mind, probably the most beautiful jewelry collection we've ever, had on our store in the boutique. I really want to ask you guys to come and check it out at the BHM boutique later in the carnival. It's beautiful. You have to touch it, you have to feel it, you have to wear it and try it and check it out. It's amazing. And it's, of course, as usual, guys, it follows the global BHM quality standard, 18 karat white and yellow gold, and perfect diamond quality, H color and SI grading. It's an amazing product. Please visit us at the booth. I'll hopefully be there myself and show you around. Otherwise, the team will take very, very good care of you.
Wait, Mr. Jer, let me find out. How many of them are actually going to come? How many of you are going to come? How many of you are going to visit the booth? Only the max out kings and queens. The rest of you, you don't want to come and see? You don't want to come and see? You want to come and see? So you promise to go to the booth, the carnival, the BHM booth? So we'll be waiting to watch and see if you're there, okay? We'll be waiting for you there.
Awesome. Well, my wife has already messaged me. She said she wants me to pick up the entire collection. So I'm going back with a little less money in the wallet, but that's okay. Happy wife, happy life. So if you're looking, correct or not? So if you're looking for a jewelry collection that not only has that type of significant story, again, it's also part of our sustainability mission. We are on a mission to preserve the planet. And that's why the vendors that we are selecting to work with to craft and manufacture this incredible collection of serendipity, they are part of the Responsible Jewelry Council, RJC. Now what that means is that they are recycling the gold that maybe could have been disposed. And this does not compromise the quality of the gold. Don't be fooled. New gold and recycled gold is the same thing, but you're also making a difference and making an impact on the planet. So that's why we're so proud that the Serendipity Collection not only has a significant story attached to it, but it has the sustainability story attached to it. All right, so when you make your way to the BHM booth, thank you. When you make your way to the BHM booth, talk to the team, talk to Pias, to Lee, to Kook, to Rung, and find out the story of RJC. It's an absolutely fascinating story, all right? All right, so we've got another launch coming up. Are you guys ready for a new timepiece?
Wait, Mr. Trevor, I hear this is something that you guys have never done before. There's something so special about this watch that very few companies in the world, Swiss manufacturing watchmakers, actually have this. Am I right?
Yeah, very, very few. We'll get to that.
Yeah?
We'll get to that, but I think they want to see the video, Swarna. You already got them excited.
Of course, I want them to get excited.
So I think, JR, you want to have the honor?
So guys, yes, absolutely. I would love to, Trevor. Thank you, Swarna. So guys, I'm not going to tell you all the secrets right now, but this sports utility watch is absolutely incredible. It is your perfect companion to take you places, to be part of your journey to success. You could be closing an important presentation, talking on stage about the amazing QNET products, taking the family for dinner or to the ocean for a quick dive. No matter what, this watch, this timepiece is your perfect companion. And I'm so proud to present it here today. In my mind, this is the signature launch of VCon 2024, guys. And it's on behalf of 6 generations of Meyer family, we're so proud to present here to you on day 2.
V-Malaysia! The Wave Rider chronometer from Bernhard H. Meyer. Now, usually you would find the word chronograph attached to a watch, but the word is chronometer. So what's the difference here, JR? What's the difference between chronometer and chronograph?
You paid close attention, Trevor. Thank you. Guys, we're so proud. This is a certified, an officially certified chronometer, the Wave Rider. The movement, a very famous, sturdy Sellita SW300, has gone through intense testing in challenging conditions at the official Swiss Chronometer Testing Institute. This is a very rare thing, and we're so proud to be launching this beautiful, fully certified, unbelievable chronometer here on day 2. Guys, listen to this. This watch is a collector's dream. 599 pieces only around the world. This will be sold out in no time. And we're so confident in the quality. This watch comes with 5 years manufacturing warranty for all of you.
That's 5 years. 5 years. Guys, I don't think we've done this before. This is a 5-year warranty for a COSC certified chronometer. This is big. This is massive. Now you have all the details there on the screen. You can see the screen, right? Can you see the screen? All the details are there, but you can also find out more details at the booth. Now, Swarna, this is a men's watch, or is this a ladies' watch? Or can men and women wear it?
It's definitely a man's watch. But let me tell you one thing. I always used to wish that I could wear some of the guys' watches. How many of you ever saw guys' watches and you're like, I wish I could wear that? Anybody ever felt that way? You wish you could? Yeah, you felt that way? Guess what? You can with the Wave Rider, because it's a unisex watch for both men and women to wear. So even we get to feel that sporty, that look of being a conqueror in this world. Yeah?
Awesome. Also, at V-Malaysia, you always get the best deals, right? The best prices, but also the best freebies. So we've got a fantastic promotion happening at the QNET Carnival. We've got anything over 3,000 BV. I think you have it on the screen. Yes, there it is. Anything over 3,000 BV in terms of a BHM watch, you get this fantastic watch roll, which you can hold 3 watches when you travel.
Wait, let me point out why this is important. Guys, I know you because I was you. We used to put our watches in. How many of you pack your things in cellophane bags? Plastic. But yeah, you see, again, I told you, I know my African brothers and sisters. Come on, Indians. India, can you hear me? How many of you put your watches just in your pouch or your bag? In plastic. Like my dad is an Indian, but old school. He'll take the Ziploc and put it in. I'm serious. Come on, India. Some of you, I know you do this. You put it in Ziploc bags. You're famous for it. I told you now, we're moving from this side to this side. So if you get a 3,000 BV watch, you get the case. You carry it even with luxury. Do you understand? You carry it also with luxury.
And if you pick up a jewelry from Bernhard H. Meyer, you also get a beautiful pouch. This one little beautiful pouch for carrying anywhere you go. Now we've got to move because we've got a lot of other things to talk about and our journey awaits, all right? So we want to announce something groundbreaking here. We talked about the lasting legacy of Bernhard H. Meyer, but we also spoke about the next generation. And any timepiece or jewelry collection that you pick up from Bernhard H. Meyer, it's not just an accessory, it's along with you, with your journey, whether it's a significant event or an everyday moment. So we're super proud to share with you the new video that talks about how your journey is always there awaiting you and how we are with you along your journey with Bernhard H. Meyer. So let's check out the video and we're going to announce an exciting contest, and how you can participate, all right? So let's watch the beautiful video of Your Journey Awaits with Bernhard H. Meyer. Your journey awaits, QNET family. And so we have an absolutely remarkable contest online. Okay, Swarna, why don't you give them some quick details because we got to move fast. You can see the screen. You've got your details there.
So how many of you want to win prizes? How many of you want to win something? You don't
How
want to
many
win
of you want a
anything.
free trip to our home resort in Prana, Koh Samui? Oh, nobody likes to travel. Are you guys there?
Or maybe they don't know where that is. How many of you want to go to Prana Resort, Koh Samui, Thailand? All expense paid trip. Ticket paid, accommodation paid. How many want to get that? So you want something, right? Okay, so if you want to win this, number one, you need to take a photo or record a reel, record a video reel, okay? Do something creative. Come on, you guys are networkers. I'm sure you can do something creative, right? Okay, using one of our BHM, Bernhard H. Meyer timepieces. Remember, I'm calling it timepieces. Or jewelry pieces. Okay? Tag our BHM page. Hashtag join the journey BHM. Because every important thing in your life has a story. So what's that story? That's join the journey. Are we together? So tag the Bernhard H. Meyer page in Instagram. Join the journey, BHM hashtag. Okay? And make your account public, not private. We are not private people. We are networkers. So make sure your account is public so that we can see what you have posted. Okay? And our judges will decide who the winner is by the 30th of October. How many of you are going to go for it? How many of you are going to go for it? You want to win the prize? How many of you want to win the prize? I told you, all the max out kings and queens are just here. We're going, eh? We're going. Nigeria, we're going. Thank you very much. So I want to see your videos, eh?
Awesome. All right, so just before we bring up our very next special guest, a quick reminder that BHM has its own social media Instagram account where you get all the fantastic photographs and videos of Bernhard H. Meyer. We have tools in your QNET mobile app. We also have our amazing Bernhard H booth at the QNET Carnival. Please come visit us because we're always here to champion your confidence. JR, shall we?
Yes. Guys, you may be wondering, where are all these beautiful timepieces and watches coming from? And I'd love to tell you a short story. Our watch business really took off soon after the company started in 1998 and grew bigger and bigger and bigger by the year. And in the early 2000s, Dato Sri Vijay called me and said, JR, go to Switzerland and find ourselves a company. We buy a company, take over a Swiss watch company. We must control the supply chain. And in 2006, he called and he said, if you don't do it now, I will get it done for you. So I flew out to Switzerland and went watch factory shopping. And we found the most beautiful watch company called Cimier, which just celebrated its 100th anniversary this year.
Wow.
And so, guys, it's been, the rest has really been history. Cimier is based in Biel, one of the major watch-making hubs in Switzerland. We have beautiful facilities. Most of your uplines, I guess all of your uplines, have seen the state-of-the-art facilities, strong focus on development, design, assembly, and of course, we're always pushing innovation and sustainability.
So, you know, some of you might not know, but Cimier's roots date back to 1924. And the brand got its success by producing mechanical movements at an industrial scale, which made them quite affordable. So that allowed millions of people around the world to buy Swiss watches at the time when mechanical watches were one of the very few ways to tell the time. So today, I'm very happy to announce that Cimier is celebrating its 100th anniversary, and this anniversary stands as a statement to our great, commitment to all the people that love to wear watches, you know, the watch lovers around the world, and to create timepieces that last for generations. So I'm very proud today of the achievements made by the Cimier teams in terms of design, quality, craftsmanship, and sustainable materials.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Thank you to
and
you.
I can tell you this, Alex, we look forward to bringing many of our QNET family members all the way to Biel, Switzerland, to show them what you have put together over the last 10 years.
Yeah. Can't wait
Thank
to
you.
see you all. Thank you. Thanks.
Awesome.
Thanks a
Guys,
lot.
one more thing. But before we get there, I just want to take a moment and say thank you. Thank you on behalf of the entire Meyer family, the whole company, and QNET for being the most incredible, most loyal, most passionate distributors, for being the best customers, for being the best brand ambassadors, the best influencers that any company or brand could wish for. We're all truly grateful for everything that you're doing around the world, and we look forward to be growing with you as partners into a bright future. Thank you, guys.
As you know, Dato Sri Vijay and Japa believe that ultimately whatever you buy from us must be of the highest quality and must be the best of the best of the best. Whether it is home care, whether it's the resorts you travel for QVI, whether it's the Emasqua range of products, and especially watches. The best watches in the world are made in Switzerland. Okay, but we were Asian company. We were born in Asia. So Dato Sri Vijay went to my brother J.R. Meyer and told him, I want to own our own watch company in Switzerland. All right, hang on. When he said that, JR and I looked at each other, had a small heart attack. All right? Now, you want us to buy a resort in Koh Samui, Thailand, we will do it. You understand? Okay, but for us to go to Switzerland and find a watch company and take over was a big dream. And thanks to JR and his father, Bernhard H. all right, we found a company that was available for us to take over. So we took over a Swiss watch company as QNET, all right? We took over a Swiss watch company, okay? We hired an amazing CEO, one of the best CEOs today, I believe, in the watch industry, all right? Okay, Alex is here. And we started to make our own watches in Switzerland. And today, this year, 2024, that company celebrates the 100-year anniversary. Are you guys with me now? So look at the logic. We are a 26-year-old company that today owns a 100-year-old company. Are you guys with me? And in the Swiss watch landscape, Cimier is highly respected because we sell a lot of watches thanks to all of you guys, all right, buying our watches. And this year is extra special because Alex and an amazing team in Cimier wanted to do something special on the 100-year anniversary of Cimier. So they went through the records of the company and found a watch, okay, from the past. And they recreated that watch. Limited edition, limited production. One of the most beautiful timepieces. I own all of it. I think I own all of it, all right? And they manufactured a 100th anniversary Cimier chronograph. All right, you know what a chronograph is? That means you have the normal time and you can also start and stop like a stopwatch. You understand? So it has 3 buttons on the side. The crown and the start, stop and reset button. And you guys are the lucky ones because we are here to launch the Cimier 100th anniversary watch called 711. And the reason why it's called 711, I'm educating you about watches because I'm considered an expert, okay? You can ask Alex. I'm considered an expert on watches, okay? So when you look at a chronograph, there is a small dial inside with small needle. It's always at 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock. But Alex's team modified it that our sub-dials for the chronograph is at 7 o'clock and 11 o'clock, which you never see on a chronograph around the world except from Cimier, your own Swiss watch manufacturer. So it gives me, and guys, if you want to own a watch, if I may, Jia, 2 minutes, there's very few things that you wear on your body. Ladies, you have jewelry that you pass down to your daughters or your daughter-in-law, okay? But jewelry is jewelry. But when you wear a watch and the time travels with you, it's connected to your body. Can you imagine? That every sign-up, the watch was on your hand. Every presentation, the watch was on your hand. When you become gold, you're wearing a certain watch. When you become platinum, diamond, blue diamond, you're wearing a certain watch. That watch carries memories, carries your energy. And if you want to give something for the next generation, you should give them a watch. Are you guys with me or not? All right, so if you are going to buy, are we selling it here? Okay, you can't buy it. You got to request to buy it. Because we are not just selling this watch. It's that special. So talk to your uplines and you request and we can allocate a watch to you if we believe you deserve to wear a 7-Eleven Cimier 100th anniversary watch. Are you guys with me? All right? So, we do the honors. We'll play a video. So, V-Malaysia 2024, September, I present to you a magnificent work of art and mechanical wonder, one of the most unique timepieces created specially for the 100-year anniversary of our own Cimier. Isn't that unbelievable? And here. Where's the camera? Some music will be good, but it's okay. Guys, we have 3 colors. We have the green, which is limited to 100 pieces. Every V partner has one. Japa has one. Dato Sri Vijay has one. All right. Limited to 100 pieces. And then we have the blue dial, which is limited to production of, not limited, but limited production. And we have the white dial or off-white dial, or what the watch people call the panda, all right, which is also limited production. So you have 3 options. It comes in leather, steel bracelet, and a Milanese or mesh bracelet. Guys, if you want to have one respectable Swiss watch in your collection, all right, from a brand that has been around for 100 years, you have great watches like Bernhard H, all right, you have Kairos in India, you have Munier, you have Bernhard H. and this is Cimier. So QNET proudly carries 4 watch brands under its wing. Are you guys with me or not? All right, so once again, Alex, thank you for giving us the magnificent collection. The more I look at it, the more I'm in love with it. But you can't buy it. Go upline, and if you are lucky, we allocate a piece to you. So please talk to your uplines if you want to own one of these beautiful chronographs called 7-Eleven from Cimier. All right, so thank you very much, Alex, for bringing this, all right,
Thank you, Chief. Thanks
into
a
the
lot.
world, not only to us, into the world. And thanks, Trevor, for being here. And Swarna, thank you for doing a magnificent job. Doesn't she look so beautiful? Please give Swarna another big round of applause. All right, okay. And thanks to J.R. Meyer. A lot of you don't know this, but if you wear a watch with the name Bernhard H. Meyer, that is J.R.'s father's name. All right, you're wearing a name of legacy. All right, Papa couldn't fly from Europe to Malaysia. He never misses a weekend. But if we can't have the father, we will settle for the son. All right? Okay, so I love you guys so much. Okay, a quick photo, yes?
Thank you, Chief.
Thank you
Really
so much, guys. I love you guys.
Thank you,
All right,
QNET family.
I love you
Love
guys. Thank you
and
so
see you at
much.